Welcome tonight to a sweet, gentle flow. I want to remind you that you're in charge of your body. You know its limitations, you know its successes, and just work between the two. Only do what's right for your body. So as you come into child's pose, you begin to stretch the layers of stress and tension in your low back as you lengthen the low back. If this is too deep of a shoulder stretch, bend your elbows towards your body. Start to allow your mind to follow your breath in through your nose and out through your nose if that's okay for your body. Let your breath be gentle, soft. Soften your face and relax your jaw. Keep your breath gentle, but begin to deepen it. As you inhale, notice how your lungs fill. As you exhale, notice how your lungs empty. When you begin to pay attention to your breathing, you actually relax your mind. And as your breath is deep and steady, you relax your nervous system and elicit the calming response. This is like a vacation for your mind. Our brains are so busy, and that's healthy. We want the brain to think, solve, do. But it's important to balance it with times of stillness, relaxation, peace, non-doing. You're welcome to pause in any pose for any duration of time. Or come back to any pose anytime. What I say is a simple suggestion. You can choose it or you don't have to choose what I say. If you're ready to move on, pull up to table pose, hands and knees posture. Exhale to round your back, tuck your chin in. Press the mid of your back up and really drop your chin deeply so you feel a good neck stretch. Inhale, lift your chin and tail, flex your spine, come into cow. And then move between the two. Exhale to round your back, arch the spine. Inhale to lift your chin and flex your spine. Several of these as you stretch into your front side body and your back side body. Whenever it feels comfortable, move into down dog. Turn your toes, lift your hips up and back. It's a nice backside body stretch. If that's too deep for your hamstrings, just bend your knees more. If you want to feel the deep stretch, straighten your knees any amount and drop your heels down. Spread into all 5 of your fingers, and especially the place where your pointer finger and thumb connect, press into that place. Pick up your right leg behind you in a three-legged dog. You'll feel an inner thigh stretch. Keep pulling the left heel down. Downward scorpion as you stack your hips. Bend your top knee. Set your knee down on your mat, please. Pick up your left leg behind you. And then open your left leg to the left. Try and keep it as high as you can, even if it's only a few inches off the ground. This will engage your outer left glute. Oftentimes when we don't engage that outer glute, the hamstrings compensate and get tight, and the low back compensates and gets tight. Keep it lifted and keep breathing deeply. This will feed your muscles healthy oxygen. Open your left leg behind you again, and as you exhale, it's knee to nose. Give it a few of these. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze, knee to nose. Third time's a charm. This time you'll lift your left leg, set your toes down, stretch your left heel back. It's just the left calf stretch. Tricky transition, three-legged dog, right leg lifts. It's very healthy for your brain to figure it out. Where's my right leg? How do I lift it? What muscles do I use? Step your right foot up between your fingers. Take your time, get it up there so your knee is over your ankle, please. The back knee can come down or remain lifted. Stay on the ball of the back foot so all 10 toes point forward. Right arm stretches up. Feel a stretch in the outside of your right hip. If you don't feel it there, use more of your mat lengthwise with your legs and bend deeper in the front knee, please. Right hand comes down, back foot turns flat, warrior two. Left arm behind you, right arm in front. Try not to dump down into the right hip. I'm exaggerating it. Keep the hips level and keep opening your right knee towards your pinky toe. Don't let it buckle in towards your big toe. Legs stay the same way. You reverse your warrior. Left arm goes back, right arm lifts. Breathe into the opening in the right rib cage, please. Half moon, right hand sets down in front of your right foot. Some of you will stay right here. If you want the full expression, you pick up your left side body, stack your shoulders, stack your hips, and flex your back foot, so pull your toes towards you. Standing splits, left hand comes down, left leg lifts higher. Standing forward, fold left foot next to right, please. Top of your mat, and you relax into it. And then take a flat back, hands on shins or thighs, crown of your head extends forward. Like if I sat a glass of water on your back, you could hold it. Draw your shoulder blades back behind you. This will create length between the vertebrae. Fold in. Feel the backside body stretch. If that's too deep, you can bend your knees more. We hold the stretching poses because when you first enter a stretch, your body tightens up to offer you a protection. So a good 30 seconds or so and you receive the benefits of the stretch. Heel toe your feet together until your big toes are touching and your heels are just slightly apart. Bend your knees, reach your arms up, come into chair pose. Your arms can be apart if your shoulders are tight or together, palms touch. Squeeze your belly button towards your spine. It'll naturally tuck your tail and protect your low back. Energetically roll your thighs inward. Relax your toes, relax your jaw. Take a twist. Right arm goes behind you. Inhale back to chair. Exhale, twist, other side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, forward fold over your straightest legs. Flat back again, lift your chin out. Exhale, fold in. Lunge, left foot goes back. Just a low runner's lunge. Three-legged dog, right leg lifts up behind you. It's a tricky transition on purpose to affect the brain. Right knee comes down to your mat, please. Left leg lifts up behind you. Left leg opens to the left again. Keep it as high as you can. Hold it, but don't hold your breath. Keep the breath moving soft yet deep. Left leg extends behind you just like before. Exhale, knee to nose. Give it a few. This time you'll extend and set your toes down, top of the push-up. Right leg can extend or you can set the knees down. Hands directly under shoulders. Press the floor away, it'll engage the back sides of your shoulders. Squeeze your belly button up to support your low back. Pull forward a little bit. It helps you graze your elbows past your ribs as you lower onto your belly. Once you get there, palms under shoulders, elbows in towards your body. Keep your belly button on the ground. It'll force you to use the strength of your low back. Peel your chest up. Lower your chest down. Half frog on the right. Slide your right knee in line with your right hip next to you. Your knee and ankle can be in a straight line up and down from each other. If that doesn't feel good on your floor, you can pull your foot towards you. Get comfortable with your arms and your head, whatever that means to you. Press your right knee away from your body like you're leveling your hips down. Your hips may never level in the same plane. This is a directional cue. Feel the stretch in your right inner thigh. Notice how there's a rotation in your right hip. This allows you to release stress and tension from the big joint. The trick is to release the stress and tension from your mind at the same time. Let your mind settle on the rhythm of your breath. This is a relaxation technique. Your breath moves in, you notice it. Your breath moves out, you notice it. Extend your right leg behind you. Shimmy your hips a little back and forth on your mat. Keep your legs together-ish behind you. Climb up onto your elbows, Sphinx pose. If this is too deep of a back bend, you can take your elbows wider and further out in front of you. Take care of your neck in any way that makes sense. You can drop your chin towards your chest if that feels good to your neck stretch. I can't be in your neck. I can only be in my neck. Please always do what's right for your neck and your body. This is most important. Chin can go from one shoulder to the other as it serves your stretch. Back to center, child's pose. Sink your hips towards your heels. This is where we switch sides. Inhale, table. Exhale, cat, round your back. Inhale, cow, flex your spine. Lots of these at your pace. You can go fast or slow. It's totally your choice. This promotes your spine's flexibility, mobility. And when you match the movement with the breathing, it's very healthy as well. Every exhalation and you release toxins. This is natural to respiration. Down dog. Left leg lifts up behind you, three-legged dog. Pull your right heel down. Downward scorpion, bend the top knee, stack the hips, roll the left hip on top of the right. Left knee comes down to your mat. Right leg lifts up behind you, and then you send it open to the right. Keep it lifted high, and breathe deeply. Engage that outer glute. Right leg extends behind you. Exhale, knee to nose. A few of these. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze. This time you'll lift. Set your toes down. Stretch your heel back. It's a calf stretch on the right. Three-legged dog. Left leg lifts. Step your left foot all the way up. Take your time, make sure the foot is firmly planted, back knee is up or down. Left arm reaches up, take a twist from your center, like you're stacking your shoulders. And the stretch is in the outer left hip. We want to hold it long enough to affect the piriformis muscle in there. I know it can be intense, try to relax into it. Warrior two, left hand comes down, back foot turns flat. Right arm behind you, left arm in front. Again, try and level the hips so you're not dumping into the left hip, and open the left knee. Let your left quadricep do work, but relax your toes, relax your jaw. It doesn't have to be stressful. Back arm goes back, left arm lifts up and over. And the back arm can rest or wrap around your back. It's totally up to you. Half moon prep, left hand drops down. You can stay here or try the full half moon. Right side body lifts, you're stacking your shoulders. You try to stack the hips like you're rolling open the low belly. Flex the back foot, pull your toes towards your head. Standing splits, right hand comes down, right leg lifts. Standing forward fold, right foot next to left. Inhale. Flat back, lift your chin out in front of you, lengthen your spine. Squeeze your belly button up if you let it go. Fold back in, no rush, let the back side body stretch again. And you can move faster or slower, it's totally up to you. You're welcome to meet up with us anywhere. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart, bend your knees, reach your arms up. Exhale to twist, doesn't matter which side you do first. Inhale to center, exhale to twist. Inhale to center, exhale forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, lift your chin out, exhale, fold in. Lunge, right foot goes back, low runner's lunge. Three-legged dog, left leg lifts. Left knee comes down to your mat, right leg lifts. Right leg opens to the right. Try and keep it up. 3, 2, 1 more. Kick it out behind you. Exhale, knee to nose. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, extend, set your toes down, stretch your heel back. Top of the push-up. You are welcome to lower all the way onto your belly or 2 inches off your mat for chaturanga. For up dog, you pull your chest through your arms. Only the tops of your feet are touching and your palms. I don't know if that's okay for your low back. You might always choose cobra pose. Lower your chest, half frog on the left. Slide your left knee up in line with your hip and relax into it. I recently watched a physicist who was talking about where does weight go when we lose weight? And how do we lose weight? And he explained chemically we lose weight through carbon dioxide when we exhale. Take some time now to exhale, lose the weight of your body, but also exhale, lose the weight of the world. Find a peaceful refuge on the waves of your breath. Rolling in, rolling out, you let it go. If this feels amazing, you're welcome to pause anywhere, anytime. Left leg extends behind you if you're ready to move on, up on your forearms. Sphinx pose. Child's pose, hips to heels. Inhale, table. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. A few of these at your pace. Down dog. Right leg lifts up behind you. Downward scorpion, stack the hips. Right knee comes down to your mat. Left leg lifts up behind you. Open the left leg, open to the left. Hold it, 3, 2, 1 more. Kick it behind you, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend it, exhale, squeeze it in. 1 more. This time you'll lift, set the toes down, 3-legged dog, right leg lifts. Lunge it up, take your time, eventually right arm lifts. Warrior 2, right hand comes down, back foot turns, left arm behind you, right arm in front. Reverse it. You got it. Right hand comes down, stay there or try the half moon. Standing splits when you're done playing around with it. Standing forward fold. Inhale, lift your chin out, lengthen. The spine gets long, exhale, fold in. You meet here, pause. Take some long exhalations. Release the weight of the world. Big toes touch, heels apart, bend your knees, chair pose. Exhale to twist. Inhale, center, exhale to twist. Inhale, center, exhale, forward folds. Inhale to lengthen your spine, lift your chin in front of you, exhale to fold in. Lunge, left foot goes back. 3-legged dog, right leg lifts. Your knee comes down to the mat. Left leg lifts behind you and you open it. 3, 2, 1 more. Kick it behind you, exhale, knee to nose. You know this part. This time you'll lengthen it, top of the push-up. Exhale, lower through the push-up. Inhale, back bend. Lower your chest, half frog on the right. Extend the right leg, Sphinx pose up on your elbows. Child's pose. Inhale, table, exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Lots of these. Down dog. Left leg lifts. Downward scorpion, stack the hips. Your knee comes down to the mat. Right leg lifts up behind you and you open it to the right. Keep it up. Kick it behind you, exhale, knee to nose. 1, 2, 3. Lift it and set your toes down. This time stretch the heel, three-legged dog, left leg lift. Lunge your left foot up between your hands. Left arm lifts in your time. Warrior 2, set the left hand down, turn the back foot, rise to standing and bend into the front knee. Let your left quadricep do the work. Relax into it and reverse it. Half moon it, or just half moon prep. Standing splits. Right foot next to left. Inhale, lift your chin. Exhale, fold in. Pause. Big toes touch, chair pose. Bend your knees, reach your arms up. Exhale to twist. Inhale to center. Exhale to twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift your chin out to lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold in. Lunge, right foot goes back. Three-legged dog, left leg lifts. Left knee comes down again. Right leg lifts up behind you. You open it to the right. I think you've got it now. 3, 2, 1 more. Kick it behind you. Exhale, knee to nose. 3. This time you'll extend. Top of the push-up. Exhale, lower through the push-up. Inhale, back bend. Lower your chest. Half frog on the left. Left leg extends behind you, up on your elbows, Sphinx pose. Child's pose, please. This part's the same, but we will be adding on. Inhale, table, exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Lots of these. Down dog. Right leg lifts. Downward scorpion, stack your hips. If you like to flip your dog, you follow the right footprint down and stretch back with your right arm. You may never flip your dog, and that's okay too. If you flipped it, you come back around, right knee comes down to your mat. Just like before, left leg lifts, and you open it to the left. Kick your left leg back, exhale, knee to nose. You know this part. You'll extend it, set the toes down, three-legged dog, right leg lifts. Lunge your right foot, step it up. Twist it, right arm. Warrior 2, right hand comes down, your back foot turns so your heel comes down. Left arm behind you, right arm in front. Reverse it. Half moon or the prep. Standing splits. Standing forward fold. Inhale, lift your chin out. Exhale, fold in, pause. Let the backside body stretch out. Now that you work the heat in the body, it's easier for the muscles to relax and stretch. Big toes touch. Chair pose, bend your knees, reach your arms up. Exhale to twist. Inhale, come back, exhale to twist. Inhale, come back, exhale, forward fold. Inhale to lengthen your spine, lift out, exhale to fold in. Lunge, left foot goes back. Right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Right knee down to your mat, left leg lifts and opens to the left. Kick your left leg behind you, exhale, knee to nose. This is where we change it up, guys. Knee next to knee. Table pose. Walk your knees to the right side of your mat. Set your left hip down in the center. Position your chest and your belly button to face down, and then you can lower onto your elbows. This might be enough twist in your low back. If it's not, you lower all the way onto your belly. Your forehead or chin can come down, or your left ear. But if your neck needs a huge stretch, you might set your right ear down. I have no idea what your neck feels like, so you need to feel into that. And then once you get into it, settle down. Let your mind take refuge on the flow of your breath, rolling in and rolling out. Around the sun. Place your hands under your shoulders, start to lift your chest. Walk your hands towards your knees. It'll help you turn right around in a seated pose, but bring the soles of your feet together. Sit up nice and tall, and then drop your chest towards your toes and then round in, nose to toes. You'll feel a backside body stretch even if you're just tucking your chin. But the idea is to pull from the kidneys forward. That's why the chest came down first. Feel into the inner thigh stretch, and there's a nice rotation in the hips, which allows you to release the stress and tension here. The trick is to release the stress and tension between your ears at the same time. And a technique for that is meditating on your breath. Just notice your breath. Move in deeply, move out deeply. Lift your chest and lay down on your back, please. When you arrive, take happy baby pose, knees towards your shoulders. The idea is that your knees are wide and you can hook behind the knees to pull down, or you might grab your shins or ankles to pull down. You might be able to reach your feet to pull down, but wherever you're at, flex your feet. And that downward pulling action and the flex in the foot will allow you to get into a release in the hips. The low back naturally releases here. Some people even enjoy rocking a little side to side. No, I love you, pretty babe. Don't care what in the world you do. Yes, I love you, pretty babe. Mama, I don't care. Set your feet down about hip distance apart, please. Arms by your side, palms face down. Squeeze your belly button down. Notice how it flattens out your low back. This supports your low back and protects it. Keep that muscle engaged. It's part of your core. Press into your feet, lift your hips. You can cuddle your shoulders together underneath you. Hands can remain down. You can reach for the outer edges of your mat and pull down. For a deeper shoulder stretch, you might even interlace your fingers underneath you. Act like you're squeezing a volleyball between your knees. It'll force you to use the strength of your legs, your glutes, and your back. Lower your hips, please. Candlestick. Feet lift above your heart. You can soften at your knees and even hold on behind your knees if you enjoy that kind of support. If your low back likes support, you can tuck your hands under your hips. If you need a little extra, you might reach your arms in the direction of your legs. This will allow you to stimulate your circulation and sends a signal to your body. Reduce inflammation, please. But it takes a little while to download that information into the cells of your body. So relax into it. Soften your face and your jaw. Let your mind be relaxed on the flow of your breath. Rolling in deeply, rolling out deeply, completely. Bend your knees towards your chest. Rock a little side to side. You'll stimulate your kidneys and massage your low back. Take your knees to the right and relax your shoulder blades open underneath you. You might turn your face over your left shoulder if you want to encourage the neck to twist. But it's really a mid to low back stretch as you twist through the spine here. In the stretch, you're able to release the stress and tension. And this is just the therapeutic benefit of yoga. The main idea is to get into that relaxation state all over, body and mind. Take your right arm to your left, fetal pose. Let the twist leave your spine. Knees stay exactly where they are, as if they're cemented there, please. But turn your chest to face the front of your mat. Do a few push-ups. Exhale to lower, inhale to lift. This is a heart-healthy exercise. As your heart pumps the blood, you now offer the heart a little more oomph. And you build the muscles around your heart stronger. This time you'll lift, swing your knees under your hips. Exhale, round your back, tuck your chin in. This time just pause. Walk your hands towards your knees a couple of inches and really lift the mid of your back up, drop your chin deeply. Inhale to lift your chin and tail, flex. Move between the two. Exhale to round and arch. Inhale to lift and flex. You know this part too. Down dog. Left leg lifts up behind you. Downward scorpion, stack the hips. Feel free to pause here. If you want to flip it, follow the left footprint down. Stretch back with your left arm. If you flipped it, come back around. Left knee comes down to your mat. Right leg lifts up behind you and you open it to the right. Right leg kicks out behind you. Exhale, knee to nose. 3 of them. This time you extend, set your toes down. 3-legged dog, left leg lifts. Runner's lunge as you step the foot between the hands. And then you take a twist, left arm lifts. Warrior 2, left hand comes down. You rise to standing, right arm behind you. Reverse it. Half moon it. Stand your splits. Standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back, lift out. Exhale, fold in. Pause. Take several deep exhalations and inhalations. On your exhale, release the weight of the world. Chair pose, your big toes touch, and you bend your knees and reach up. Exhale to twist. Inhale, you come back to center. Exhale to take a twist. Inhale back to center. Exhale to forward fold. Breathe in to lengthen your spine. Lift your chin out. Exhale to fold it in. Nice backside body stretch. You feel into it and then lunge. Right foot goes back. 3-legged dog, left leg lifts. Your left knee comes down, right leg lifts up behind you. Open your right leg. Right leg kicks out behind you. Exhale, knee to nose. 3, 2, 1 more. Inhale, extend it. And this time it's table pose. Walk your knees to the left, set your right hip down in the center of your mat. Position your chest and your belly button to face down, and then you can come down onto elbows to start with and just feel into the stretch as you twist in the spine. If you need this to be deeper, you can lower onto your chest. What you do with your arms is a personal preference. Some people tea, pillow, or cactus. What you do with your head is a personal preference as well. Hands under shoulders, start to lift your chest. Walk your hands towards your knees and turn and face behind you. Soles of your feet come together, please. Sit up nice and tall to begin with. Chest towards your toes. Round in, nose to toes. If your mind gets wrapped up into thinking, just let your mind settle on the flow of your brow, rolling in and rolling out. This is like a vacation for your mind. It longs for this time. Lift your chest and lay down on your back. Happy baby, knees towards your shoulders, so wide knees. Flex your feet, hook behind the knees or grab the shins or reach for the feet and pull down. Set your feet down about hip distance apart. Place your arms by your side and let your palms face them. Squeeze your belly button down, lift your hips up. Do what you like with your arms. You can squeeze a volleyball between the knees, or you can let the knees be free. It's just the difference of a stretch or a strengthen here or there. Nothing is better nor worse. As long as you're not in pain and you're breathing, I trust you. Set your hips down. Candlestick, feet above your heart, please. And you can hold on behind the knees or tuck the hands, or you can also lift the arms. Lots of options, not to confuse you, but to allow yoga to work for you today. Bend your knees towards your chest, rock a little side to side. Move your knees over to the left in a reclined spinal twist. Melt your right shoulder blade down and maybe even melt your face opposite way as your knees. Take your right arm to your left, fetal pose, and allow the twist to leave your spine. This time, roll onto your back again and plant your feet on your mat wide. Knees point up, knees are wide as well. Keep your feet exactly there, but move your knees to the right. It's the internal rotation of your left hip. This also stretches your left IT band and a little bit through the low back on the left side. If you want to intensify any of this, your right ankle can cross over your left knee. That does pull the low back a little more deeply. If that's too much, just uncross. Knees come to center. Keep your feet wide, please. Take the knees to the other side. You can intensify it or not, your choice. Left ankle on top of right knee if you choose. Knees back to center. Shavasana, you extend your right leg, you extend your left leg, arms by your side, palms up. If this isn't the most comfortable position, do what is the most comfortable. You can lay on your side or your stomach or whatever. Feel into your low back. If it feels like there's upward pressure, pick up your hips and reset them. And if the pressure is still there, then plant your feet, please. If you would like to take a longer Shavasana, you can always turn me off, no big deal. Relax your fingers, please. Relax your facial muscles. Soften your jaw and your forehead. Move your tongue away from the roof of your mouth, please. Notice your breath move in through your nose a little cooler and then out through your nose a little warmer. No longer mind your breath now. Everything relaxes. Start to breathe a little more deeply in and out. Notice the peace in your mind and in your heart. That little break for the mind resets you. Begin to wake up your physical body, wiggle fingers, wiggle toes. And feel free to stretch in any way that feels good. Eventually, your knees come towards your chest. Make your way to a seated position. Whenever you get there is fine. Your hands can be in your lap, or you can place them together in front of your heart. It's your choice. Whatever you choose, close your eyes, tuck your chin gently. And then tuck your chin deeper as if you're taking your internal gaze deeply inward. And notice the peace in your heart. The light in me humbly bows to your inner light. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you.